Alright, so now we're talking about intellectual property and internet law. This is actually a lot of fun, a lot of allusions in this particular chapter. But a trademark is a distinctive mark, motto, device, or implement that a manufacturer stamps, prints, or otherwise affixes to the goods it produces so they can be identified. Look at some of these examples I've put up. McDonald's. Does anyone here not know what the golden arches are? Okay. The Chevy bow tie. Okay. The American Red Cross. All right. All of these are clearly well-defined trademarks that can be easily identifiable. All right. So let's talk about some of this stuff. Trademark delusion. All right. Protects unauthorized uses even when use in a non-comparative good or is unlikely to confuse. So even if you use a trademark that belongs to someone else, it's diluted. All right. The use of a similar mark may constitute trademark delusion. Similar mark must reduce the value of the famous mark or lessen the ability to identify goods and services. If y'all remember, there was a movie a few years ago called Coming to America with Eddie Murphy. And he works for a company called McDowell's. Right? He uses the golden arc. Okay? And if you look at the picture here, it's a picture of the building. It looks just like McDonald's. Right? And throughout the movie, you see McDonald's trying to come in and sue Mr. McDowell for the use of their trademark. Okay? Now, we can certainly register our trademarks. All right? It can be registered if it's currently in commerce or if the applicant intends to put it into commerce within 6 months. All right? How do we infringe upon it? Registering the trademark plus the rest of the world on notice that the trademark belongs to someone. And it's probably hard to see in the notes, but that R with a little circle around it, that means it's a registered trademark. Okay? So when you see that, you know that trademark has been shown. In fact, if you'll look, if you've ever seen a Superman t-shirt, usually at the lower right-hand corner of the S, there's the little trademark. Okay? Distinctiveness of the mark. Their fanciful, arbitrary, or suggested trademarks are the most distinctive. All right, again, the arch for McDonald's, the bow tie for Chevrolet, the American Red Cross, the S for Superman. All right, these are very strong marks. Okay. Secondary meaning. Geographic terms, personal names are not inherently distinctive and do not deserve protection under the law until they acquire a secondary meaning. Okay. Trade dress refers to the image and overall appearance of a product. Okay. It's sort of like branding. All right. Service certification. A service mark is essentially a trademark that is used to distinguish the services, titles, and character names. Okay. Then you have a certification mark, and this is a seal of approval. Sometimes you'll see these seals of approval on books or on products. You also have collective marks, and these are marks that come from the union. Right. These are all different types of marks out there that let us know that the good is good. The Better Business Bureau, BBB. Counterfeit goods imitate trademark goods, but are not genuine. And folks, there's a lot of counterfeit goods out there. I know that when I was in law school, there was a young lady in my class trying to sell fake Vera Wang. All right, if you've ever been to a big city, you can probably see the street merchants selling various items. They're generally counterfeit. Trade names used to indicate part or all of a business name. They're related to the business and its goodwill. There's also cyber marks out there. Trademarks in cyberspace. Domain names. I heard a story, I don't know if it's true, but whenever domain names first come out, someone bought McDonald's.com and ended up selling it back to McDonald's for several $1 million. Whether or not it's true, I don't know. I just heard about it. But the domain name is the core part of the internet name. Okay? Cyber squatting is a person registers a domain name that is the same as or confusingly similar to the trademark of another and then offers to sell the domain name back to the trademark owner, like I was talking about with McDonald's. Again, I don't know if that one is true. There's anti-cyber cyber squatting legislation, and it's been done to prevent this. Meta tags is very interesting. If you've ever wondered how any of the search engines out there work, it's because of meta tags. These are keywords that may be inserted into the field to increase the likelihood that a site will be included in search engine results, even though the site may have nothing to do with inserted words. So when you type in keywords on Google or Yahoo, those are meta tags, and it attaches itself back to the actual domain name, and that's how things pop up.